Okay, let's see. New Yorkers are shocked to learn the truth about tax
You
rates in
telling me
America.
that's a reality?
100%.
Wow, I'm shocked. I'm shocked.
I'm Ami Horowitz, and the mantra of the left is that the rich don't pay their fair share in taxes. Let's go find out if that's true.
Wait, is this an entire video about fucking... Is this an entire video about, like, net taxes or whatever the fuck they were talking about yesterday? Please don't forget to subscribe because a lot of people that watch my videos don't subscribe apparently, and hit that bell. Oh, God. I can't believe that they did this. Jesus Christ. Amy on the loop.
Do you think the rich pay their fair share in taxes?
Fuck no, dude.
Do the rich pay their fair share in taxes?
Absolutely fucking not. In America, in the United States, absolutely not.
Probably not fair if all things are considered.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
No chance.
No, absolutely not.
No, absolutely not.
He's about to own them with facts and logic. Dude, why? See, this is the thing I don't get, okay? The thing I don't get is, like, I know why he's doing this, right? I know what the audience normally would look like for this. What I don't understand is, like, how 13-year-olds and 14-year-olds on the internet look to videos like this and go, this is exactly the cool thing. Like, are there that many fucking hall monitor Andys in your age group Zoomers in the chat? Where they're just like, haha, I've made being the hall monitor my entire personality, but for bad economics, for voodoo economics. Like, you're fucking 14, dog. Like, shut the fuck up. Go jerk off or some shit. You know, be normal. What is this? Like, how do you fucking become a Ben Shabibo fan? You know what I mean? It's so stupid. Like, how? Like, he's not even cool. Like, I get why. Listen, young people have a rebellious anarchist streak in them, right? They hate authority. Straight up. All young people are, like, functionally anarchists. Now anarchists are going to mold and tell me that, like, I'm not reading enough anarchist theory or something, but you get the idea of what I'm saying, right? They hate fucking, they hate authority, they hate rules, they hate, like, everything is an unjustifiable hierarchy to them, and they get mad at it and they want to fight back against it, whatever, parents, school, all that sort of stuff, which is part of the reason why, you know, I totally understand why someone like XQC is so relatable to the fucking 12-year-olds that talk about how, oh my, he's just like me, because XQC is very, you know, he's like crazy. He's all over the place. He doesn't play by anyone's rules. He makes his own rules. That's something that you look up to when you're like fucking 14 years old. You find that to be like a way to live. I mean, it's like a great way to live, right? Like, that's exactly what you would want to be like if you were fucking 14. Play video games all day and, like, be toxic and mauled at people and whatever. That I understand. I get why people would like XQC. He's entertaining, and it's like fucking madness, right? I don't understand why the fuck you would be 14 years old and, like, watch Ben Shapiro and be like, this guy appeals to me. Having a boomer moment, lol. I mean, not really. I understand where that comes from. The fucking anarchist streak that people have, like, or not subscribing to anyone's authority when you're younger. I fucking, you know, I'm not that far removed from being a kid. I'm in high school. I have friends who are Trump supporters who watch everyone on the Daily Wire, and others are ANCOMs. Holy fuck. Anytime you talk about anarchism, you sound so uneducated, dude. Read the bread book, bro. What the fuck? Oh, God. That's not anarchy. Okay, shut up. I'm using the colloquial definition of anarchism or anarchy and not anarchism as a robust, wonderful, complex ideology that revolves around the eradication of unjustifiable hierarchies and only creating justifiable hierarchies through the process of direct democracy and the principles of self-governance. Jesus fucking Christ. Shut up. Okay? Shut up, anarchities. This is why people are making fun of you. Anyway, no, it's just people's parents giving them false security that they will be rich, and that's why you should worry about you is your money. People read the bread book and get so defensive. I mean, I like Kropotkin. I've talked about it before. Anyway.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, no.
Definitely not.
Not even close. Yeah.
No.
I can't wait for the turn here, okay? I can't wait for you to turn here. He's going to be like, haha, well, guess what? Did you know that Did you know that rich people make up 90% of all net taxes? That means that people are actually, by this idiotic metric that no one, and I mean no one fucking looks at the economy over, or this idiotic metric that we made up, basically, that no one else uses, they're actually paying a lot more than they take back. Now, this standard would not be applied to anything from red states taking back more from the federal government than they actually give in, or anything like that. But also, we're just going to apply it here, even though it is a easily falsifiable metric. For example, no one will truly be able to calculate exactly how much rich people take advantage of roads and infrastructure when those roads are still directly benefiting their businesses, for example. Anyway.
Oh, hell no.
No. I don't think they pay their fair share of taxes at all.
Do you think the rich pay their fair share in taxes?
Do they even pay taxes at all?
You can't even calculate the extreme that the 1% has.
Like, these people at the fucking park going about their daily lives actually have a better understanding of how drastic wealth inequality has become in both this country and the world as a whole than this dipshit who is trying to promote a perverted view of how the world actually is.
A lot of them is that they just would rather
They'd
rather be dead than see poor people be rich or be well off.
I mean, I know people in America think of Gaddafi as a negative guy, but let's go back to Libya. Libya,
shit.
free education, free electricity.
Gaddafi was slaughtering people in the
He was
streets.
slaughtering people in the streets.
So it's a 6 of this, half dozen of the other.
I just think capitalism is
Oh my god. Motherfucker was like, here's the green book, bro. Read it.
stupid and it doesn't work. I mean, obviously, look at our country, it doesn't work.
How is it possible?
I love the counter to this, though. It's always like, oh, you mean to tell me capitalism doesn't work? Do you enjoy McDonald's? Burm, 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 burm. Exactly, and that's what I thought, sweaty. Haha.
I mean, obviously, look at our country, it doesn't work.
How is it possible for billionaires to even exist in this country?
And you've got the most starving, suffering people on the in the richest country in the world.
Now, wait a second. You come from Zimbabwe. More people are starving in Zimbabwe than here.
They sold me a lemon.
I just think people shouldn't even be able to make
I
as
fucking love that guy. And also, mathematically, what that person is saying is literally incorrect. Zimbabwe as a country has 14.65 million people. If the entire country of Zimbabwe was experiencing poverty, even then the American poverty, so even if the entire country of Zimbabwe was living under poverty, there would still be, 26 million extra people that would that America has that are poor. Now, per capita is different, but he's saying there are more poor people in Zimbabwe than America, so it doesn't fucking matter. America is a larger country, and therefore he should have said per capita. Did I say 26 million?
much money as they do.
So you think there should be a cap on income?
Yes, fully.
What we're looking at is serfdom.
What percentage should be paid by the top 1%?
Probably 60%.
70 or 80%.
70.
Motherfucker in the chat trying to correct my math with wrong math, dude. What the fuck?
55.
I think if they could...
Poverty rates are calculated wildly differently in wild countries. Yes, dude, I know. I obviously am aware. There are plenty of different ways to talk about how America is a wealthier nation than Zimbabwe, but he chose the one metric, the one fucking standard where he would literally be wrong. Okay?
Kick it up to 75 to 80, that'll be good, man.
Hit them up for 80%.
They need to be freaking taxed.
Well, what's wrong with 90%?
90% is, I like you. I love you, man. 90%.
Yo, he says it like, he says this like it's such a fucking insane take. It's so strange that like 90% is like an insane take when like they are also the same kinds of people who literally turn around and will literally be like, America used to be so much better in the fucking 50s and 60s. It's like, yeah, motherfucker, what was the top marginal tax rate then? Straight up, what was the top marginal tax rate in the United States of America? That's the question that this dude should be asking him. Like, oh, you say that sarcastically, but like, what's up? Anytime someone is like making a joke out of the top marginal tax rate, ask them the question, when people say make America great again, what do they mean? If they mean the 50s and 60s, what was the top marginal tax rate?
That's 90%.
95%.
Dude,
They can live on 5%.
I think they can live on 5%, man. I get where you're going with this.
They can't live on 5%? 5% of what, motherfucker? 5% of $1 million? 5% of $10 million? You don't think they can live on that?
Man, I totally agree.
99% of their wealth.
Why should people with less money be paying more than billionaires when they literally don't have that money to pay in the first place?
Why do you think poor people pay more than rich people?
Because this country is a joke.
The poorest people are being milked more than the freaking rich.
So do you think that
The top marginal tax rate was 91% during the 1950s. Okay, here's an American Enterprise Institute argument about why we can't go back to sky-high 1950s tax rates, dude. They were no golden age. Top marginal tax rate at 90% doesn't mean that, like, all of your wealth automatically gets pooled up and they take fucking 90% of it, okay? That's not how it works. What the fuck are you talking about? The 91 or bust crowd forget about the World War II? Did they forget about World War II?
the poor pay a higher percentage of their income?
Yes.
Or the rich?
They do pay a higher percentage
The
of their
poor.
income. Yeah, they do, yeah.
Oh, the lower class.
The poor pay a higher percentage of their income than the rich do? Wait, so he's saying that that's not true? Like, the tax burden for poor people is not significantly higher than rich people? Like, what the fuck?
Definitely.
Pay more.
Yeah.
Lower income people.
Poor people.
So the 1% earn about 25% of all the income in America.
So well, there you go. If we're talking about fair share,
Right.
then, you know, if you're bringing in 25% of the income, 25% of the taxes should also...
That would be fair.
Yeah, I would think so, yeah.
And would you be surprised if I told you that the top 1% pay 40% of all
I would be
taxes?
surprised, yeah.
Would it surprise you if I said the rich, the 1%, pay 40% of all taxes in America?
Interesting. Would surprise me. Yeah. Do they?
Yeah.
This is such an idiotic fucking take. Why are people... Oh, okay. Sick, dude. Yeah, no shit. Of course they fucking... Of course they're going to. How are they making the money? It's not like motherfuckers sit around and everybody decides to give them the money. They're literally making that money with that guy's labor. They're making that money with this bald guy's labor, okay? They are generating that kind of wealth by other people working for them. Like, that alone should show you that, like, you have you play a fucking part in this wealth being generated. How is this a fucking gotcha, dude? You mean to tell me that a billionaire pays more in taxes than a guy who makes $35,000 a year? Haha, I got you. Wow, dude. Shit, what the fuck? You just fucking owned me, dude. That is so insane. I am so obliterated. Thank you. Thank you for this brilliant fucking observation, dude. It's crazy. Crazy, dude. The bottom 80% of wealth in this country own 11% of the nation's wealth. The top 1% of wealth in this country own 35% of the nation's wealth. $1,000 to a poor person is infinitely worth infinitely more than $1,000 to a millionaire. Yeah. Isn't it also a testament to how fucking wealthy the 1% are that they pay on a surface level the vast chunk of taxes, but still have so much inequity in America? Yeah, I feel like the arguments that he's making that are supposed to destroy wealth inequality end up making yet a more severe, more damning fucking take, generate a more damning fucking approach to income inequality and wealth disparity in this country. As far as the fair share argument, after all of your expenditures, after everything you spend your money on, the poor people end up paying a much larger, like, poor people spend a much larger percentage of the remaining money that they have on their fucking taxes ultimately in the end of the year than wealthy people do. The rich paid the lowest effective tax rate in 2018. Yeah. The total tax rate, federal, state, and local in the 1950s, going down for here it is. For the lower income, like your income group, adjusting over the years all the way up until 2018 where the effective tax rate for the wealthiest Americans is literally lower than the rest of the fucking percentile. Top 1% should be significantly more as a proportion of what they make because no one needs $10 million for living expenses while people are going homeless on $30,000 a year. America's richest 400 families now pay a lower tax rate than the middle class. Ultra wealthy households pay a total rate about 23%. That compares with just over 24% of the bottom half of U.S. households. And that came in the aftermath of that came after. This came after fucking the latest tax cuts that came for that came as a consequence of Donald Trump's Tax Cuts and Jobs Act of 2017, which, by the way, a fun little fact for everybody who wasn't paying attention to that. The middle class tax cuts were not permanent. The middle class tax cuts are slated to sunset, I believe, this year, if I'm not mistaken, in the next couple of years. They are already raising after the Trump administration is gone. The way that they are built in is that once the Trump in 2022, they're going to start increasing again, slowly but surely, back to pre-2017 levels, whereas the tax cuts for the wealthiest Americans is permanent.
Interesting.
So it's a little more fair than you might have thought.
Yeah.
What percent of income do you think the top 1% pay?
I think they're paying like freaking 2% of that.
They're paying 27%.
What?
27%. What percent of their income do you think?
This is also such a fucking... This is so fast and loose because, like, he's just saying he's using income, okay, when he should be looking at the effective tax rate. And the idiotic take here is like, okay, well, Jeff, it's like saying Jeff Bezos, how can you claim he's a billionaire when he pays himself $70,000 a year or some shit? Oh, okay, never mind then, dude. I guess that's fine.
I think people at the 50% and below pay.
Probably higher than 27%. It gets higher the lower your income comes.
Wait, so what do you think the number is?
I think it's probably over 50.
It's 4%.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
That's a little more.
What? Wait, what did he say is 4%?
It's higher.
What is he talking about? Who is he talking about when he says 4%?
Probably over 50.
It's 4%.
Like who is the fucking is he just talking about like fucking tax rates for the bottom 50% of income? So we're only talking about taxes on income. 4% is on how much clear can he be? Okay. There's no fucking way. This is the most insane video I've ever seen.
You think the top 1% pay?
I think they're paying like freaking 2% of that.
They're paying 27%.
What?
27%. What percent of their income do you think people at the 50% and below pay?
Probably higher than 27%.
Less than 15%.
Probably.
And below pay.
Or is he
pay?
I think they're paying like freaking 2% of that.
They're paying 27%.
What?
27%. What percent of their income do you think people at the 50% and below pay?
What the fuck? Wait, that's not even true. What is he talking about? Does anyone know what he's talking about? I don't understand. He's just like making this up. The lowest, oh, he's talking about like what percentage 50% and below pay of the overall, overall taxes. Like how much does the lowest 50% of income contribute to the overall taxes? Is that what he's saying? The top 0.001% of U.S. taxpayers pay 3.2% of all federal income collected. Oh yeah, okay, so he's literally saying, oh my God, that's what a fucking idiotic metric, dude. What an incredible, he's not talking about tax brackets, guys. He's not. Or at least he's not talking about the share of, he's not talking about the tax burden on people in the lower percentage. He's not talking about the effective tax rate for people in the bottom 50% of wealth in the country. He's saying that people 50% and below pay an equal share of the income tax, which is just income tax, as much as the top 0.001% pay. That is crazy. That is a crazy fucking... What an insane stat. What an insane fucking statistic to bring up when we're talking about like rich people paying their fair share of taxes.
Probably higher than 20.
Like, this argument only works if you describe to people your worldview, which happens to be, I guess, a flat tax. Like, you have to make an argument here. This entire video, the counter argument to this entire video is that this is unfair only if we should have a fair system, and a fair system in his world, or I guess in the Ben Shabibo, Daily Wire, Marvel Cinematic Universe, is a flat tax rate across the board. But even then, it would like... I mean, even then, it would be fucking terrible. The wealthy would have to pay a gigantic fucking amount. A flat tax would fucking... a flat tax would be... I guess it wouldn't be. It wouldn't be as... The effective tax rate for... No. There's less loopholes in a flat tax rate, but it still doesn't matter because a flat tax rate would still end up absolutely obliterating fucking poor people, and rich people would be able to skirt by on it regardless.
27.
Yeah, he's even worse than the flat tax rate. What he wants is what he wants is every American. What he's saying is fair is if every single American paid the same amount in taxes, like in totality. Like I pay $10,000 as a homeless person, and then you pay $10,000 as a billionaire. Like that's what would be the fucking... That would be the most equitable tax system.
It gets higher the lower your income comes.
So what do you think the number is?
I think it's probably over 50.
Okay, I can't. This is giving me brain cancer, dude.
Man, yeah. I need to study up more on this, man. I'm not paying attention to actual numbers.
Would it surprise you if I said that the top 1% pay 27% of their income in taxes?
27%.
And the bottom
of their income. Why aren't you talking about the effective tax rate? Like, why aren't you talking about the effective tax rate for the top 1% of wealth in comparison to the every other fucking percentage of wealth in this country, every other tax bracket? Why are you talking about income? Like, what rich person, what billionaire is like, well, good thing I made $1 billion in my income this year. Like, it's just like, just point to a single rich person. It's like, this argument is so fucking idiotic because it means that Jeff Bezos is in a lower tax bracket. Okay? Well, Jeff Bezos' income is $70,000 a year. Okay, good. All right. It's not a matter of phrasing. He's just literally lying 100%.
bottom 50% pay 4% of their income in taxes.
Really?
Would that surprise you?
Yes.
Does that seem more fair?
It would be pretty.
Yeah. So this video only proved that people have a pretty solid understanding of economic inequality, and and it also proved that if you lie to those people, just like everyday people, if you lie to them in the last minute of the video, then your worldview
Fair.
will look more agreeable. Conservatism. My worldview is only agreeable if I lie to you. It's great. That's what I learned from this video.